Hello and happy weekend, the last of 2024, which is why we've compiled some of our favourite most watched videos of all time for you to enjoy.
It's funny that these are our most watched videos. It's
funny or worrying?
It's interesting. Have a watch, see what you think.
Isn't there usually another one of us?
It smells better here.
Tall ginger one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You keep your balance remarkably well for the size of your feet.
Bacon hot dogs, making bacon hot dogs. Get some.
I just thought I was buying a drink.
I'm in!
If, like me, you love a good pickle, then you will understand the frustrations of trying to get a pickle out of the jar and then get the pickle off the fork onto the plate. Well, be frustrated no more. With this new telescopic pickle fork, you can easily take a pickle out of the jar, move it over towards your plate, and when you're ready, take the pickle fork and use the simple mechanism here, telescopically drop your pickle onto the plate. Simple.
Alternatively, you can do this.
The telescopic pickle fork. Useless or not?
You decide.
If, like me, you love the juice of a lemon but can't find the time to find a lemon, find a knife, sharpen the knife, cut the lemon, extract the juice, then what you need is a lemon juicer extractor squirter. Take your sprinkling extractor juicer sprayer down towards your lemon and insert. Once inserted, remove the lid and spray away.
Alternatively,
the lemon juice extractor squirter sprinkler thing, useless or not, you decide.
if, like me, you're a fitness expert whose diet is no yoking matter, you'll understand the importance of getting egg whites into your diet. That's why you need the Bogeyman egg separator. Simply take your egg, crack it on your Bogeyman snot separator, and then pour away and laugh as the snot comes out of his nose.
While we wait, alternatively, you could do this.
The Bogeyman egg separator. Useless or not?
You decide.
If, like me, you're tired of being unable to slice your hard-boiled eggs into perfect right angles, then you need the egg cuber. Simply unscrew the top, lift out the plunger, and insert a freshly hard-boiled egg, still slightly warm, bottom down. Then insert the plunger, screw on the lid, and allow to chill. After time, simply unscrew the lid, put a finger up the bottom, remove the plunger, and voila! A perfectly cubic egg.
Alternatively, you could just,
The egg cuber. Useless or not? You decide. If, like me, you're exasperated with the unproductivity of cracking and separating an egg with two hands, then you need the Easy Cracker handheld egg cracker separator. Simply take your egg and your Easy Cracker handheld egg cracker separator and place lengthways and simply push down on the handle, like so. Voila! And there you have it, leaving your other hand completely free to undertake a multitude of tasks, including writing a Wikipedia page for a friend, stroking the cheek of a beautiful princess, stroke a beard.
Alternatively,
The Easy Cracker handheld egg cracker separator. Useless or not? You decide.
So today we've gone out and bought 5 arguably pretentious ingredients and we're going to put them to the test with our mate James, who's a chef, and our mate Jamie, who's definitely not a chef.
I have no idea how they're both going to react to these. They have to guess what they are, what they might use them for, how much they cost, and therefore also if they're useful or not. My gut reaction is that James has all these in his cupboard already.
Is that because you have and you're projecting your own thoughts on you just want to be James?
Yes. No, well, yeah.
Let's kick off, lift the cloche.
Oh, barbecue sauce? Oh, it's fruity. It's not barbecue sauce. Oh, I recognise that taste.
It's balsamic-y, a little bit oniony.
Blueberries.
It's like a balsamic vinegar glaze or something.
It's ketchup, but it's a black garlic ketchup.
Black garlic?
What would you use it for?
Because I've said it was a glaze, it might go well as a glaze, like on some kind of meat or something.
I'm guessing like posh chicken nuggets or something.
In each of these instances, we've also got you one dish that might be a cliche, it might be interesting for you to taste it and to think, is this better than an original normal ketchup?
It's very sweet, which is weird because tomato ketchup is sweet, but this feels sweeter.
That takes on a completely different like flavour and experience than just having ketchup.
As an ingredient in that jar, how much might you pay for that jar there?
Oh, it's got Anglesey sea salt in it. Hang on a second. That changes the game, doesn't it?
£6.
I wouldn't pay more than £3 for that.
That particular bottle was $5.95, and comparison is always important. So where we can, we're trying to make the direct comparison. That is 7.5 times more expensive than a branded tomato ketchup.
I probably wouldn't buy a jar of it, just because I just wouldn't use it enough. I think I'd buy that more as a cooking ingredient than a condiment, almost.
I would probably buy that if I was in the right mood, like at farmer's market, and I hadn't, you know, I was in that more frivolous stage of going like, oh, they've got some honey made by, I don't know, wasps or something. Like, oh, that's worth a try.
I'm guessing you bought that shirt as a farmer's market as well then?
Yeah.
On a whim.
Exquisite taste.
Yeah.
Yes.
Barry, have you got a bottle at home?
Yes, I have.
Where did you buy yours?
From a farmer's market.
Pretentious or not? Yeah, but also delicious.
Pretentious or not, you decide.
Give us a twirl.
Oh,
Oh no, is this... It's glittery.
it's going red with skin contact, and it's so glittery. It smells sweet.
There's bits of gold leaf in it, isn't there? Oh. Oh, okay. Whoa. That's got some sweetness to it.
It's like sherbet or something.
This can only be used for like one thing. It's got to be cupcake decorating.
This is rose gold shimmer for Prosecco.
No!
Shimmer for Prosecco. Are you actually having a laugh? It's lovely, it's dry, it's fizzy. It's Prosecco.
Half a teaspoon.
Oh yeah, look.
Silence. Also, I don't know how well this is going to work due to the fact he's colourblind.
They also say that, of course, it's perfectly good to go in lemonade for kids' parties, baby showers and things like that.
It's turned a really nice dry drink into something so sweet.
This sherbety, kind of sweet sharpness. And then you get the Prosecco through it.
How much would you pay for that little tub? Bearing in mind you probably get 10, 12 drinks out of that, one or two bottles probably.
The easy answer, Ben, is I wouldn't pay for that tub.
I haven't got that, don't worry, but I might get some.
I reckon they would actually charge £8 for that.
£5.
It's
It's really expensive, isn't it?
£8.95.
I mean, I'm not actually surprised by that.
At least there is a little bit of taste, and it's kind of, it fills the entire drink, and that's the only thing you need to put into that to make it into an occasion.
It's like a fancy straw, it's like an accessory, you know, and you're willing to pay more for accessories than you are for ingredients. Oh, it's definitely pretentious.
Weirdly enough, in terms of pretentiousness, I don't think it's pretentious, I just think it's crap. Pretentious to me is where you are spending more money on something than is necessary, even though you can get a product. This just isn't a necessary product whatsoever. This is just completely superfluous.
Spin it and lift it.
Instant coffee's not pretentious.
I wouldn't have a clue what this is.
Is it gravy granules?
Doesn't smell of much. Oh, I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
You might need quite a bit to get it. Maybe a bit more than that.
Not more than that. Don't need more than that. Oh,
So, do you have any idea what it is at all or not?
the only...
What is that, like powdered licorice or something?
Blimey.
Exactly that. That is raw licorice powder.
Licorice, of course. I hate licorice, that's why. Yeah, like licorice all sorts.
I like aniseed, but I don't like licorice. That was a good old...
What would you use it for? Presuming you liked it, what do you think it could be used for?
I'd probably use it in some sort of baked goods.
Chili con carne. I suppose you could do something like that with it, but other than that, I'd burn it.
Do you want to try it with some ice cream?
You said you wanted something that might mellow out the strength of it, so we thought dairy and cream and vanilla and sugar might help.
It needs a lot. It needs way more than I thought, but none of the acrid burn is there anymore. It's all mellowed by the fat.
It has a real bitterness. I don't hate it when it's put with something else. I just don't like the flavour and would never choose to eat it.
Fair. How much would you pay for that little tub?
$4.99.
$7.50.
£5.95 for that. And I don't know what to make of that. What do you make of that?
I don't know. This is quite difficult, isn't it? It's an unusual ingredient. They probably don't get many people buying it outside of restaurants and stuff, so it's going to be a little bit more expensive. It's not a commodity at all. I would actually really like to use it some more and experiment with it and do some more stuff with it.
It's hard for me to say whether I'd buy it or not, because I don't like it. But I can see how chefs would use it, and I think it could be a chefy thing. Is it pretentious or not? I don't know, like, I don't think Barry would have that. And I think that's one of my markers for is it pretentious or not. I think it's chefy, but I don't think it's pretentious.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Let's go.
Another unidentified powder in a bowl.
Oh, smoky. It's not salt.
After smelling it, it's definitely smoked, but I was thinking, is it smoked salt? It could, but tasting it, it's not salty.
It's like smoked sugar.
That's exactly what it is. Oak smoked granulated sugar. What might you use it for?
100% a caramel. You wouldn't get any flavour if you baked it.
I hate this. Following the success of our smoked salt and smoked water, are you actually having a giggle?
I'd be interested to know what it tastes like when it's used.
Q Taster. We've made you 2 creme brulees, vanilla, one with regular granulated, one with smoked granulated.
You're not going to tell me which one's which, are you?
Just some strawberries.
Okay, so you have to use a lot of it to get the smoked flavour. The smell is there, but the smoked flavour doesn't come out until you literally pour it on.
I'll say that's the smoked one.
Correct, that is the smoked one.
Not because I can taste smoke. Because that's coarser than caster sugar, and that had a better top.
How much do you think for that packet?
I'm going to say £4.
£6.
£4.50 for that, but I think the interesting thing is the comparison. That makes it 65 times more expensive than regular granulated sugar.
That is the wankiest thing that we've had so far.
It's another one that I want to try more of, because infusing that into the custard, making syrups out of it, I'm really interested. I feel like cocktails might be great.
Pretentious or not? Useless or not?
I mean, I feel like there's no question that that's pretentious. I don't need to ask these guys.
If you want smoked sugar, make a fire, pour some sugar on it. Don't spend £4.50 on it.
It's pretentious. It is.
I'd do it.
It's too warm in here to be ice.
Oh. A pal.
Ah, great.
The fact he knows straight away what that is says a lot.
So did you.
I know.
Oh, it tastes like seawater in Spain. So salty.
This looks like a Himalayan salt block. And we're probably not cooking on it, are we? Are we cooking on it? Because you don't have to cook on it, do you? You can like shave it and season it.
So this is what they are saying about it. Chefs and foodies are now grilling, chilling, softening, searing and serving on these pink salt blocks, otherwise known as salt plates. Cooking on a Himalayan salt block naturally imparts the minerals and vast health benefits of the dusky pink salt into your food.
So basically what we get in our jars that we then twizzle starts out life as this, which actually starts out as like a glacier or something.
Now that's ice.
Right.
I hate to break it to you, James. You're testing it for cold food.
Tell me Jamie's not testing it for steak. Tell me that's not going to happen.
You know what you could cook on that then? If you hit that up, you could cook a steak on that.
Harry, what do you use your Himalayan salt for at home?
I've got a little tiny one.
You've got a block?
I've got a little tiny.
Of course you have. I hate you so much. And so how does that taste better than...
It's not about the taste, it's about the experience.
Sashimi. Does serving it on a Himalayan salt block make any difference?
What happened to the rest of my salt block?
I don't know if it's user error or whether that just don't work, but apparently it cracks in the oven.
Oh, it's salty.
Whoop.
What you've not got is the amazing sear.
It hasn't browned. There's no colour to them.
Whoa. It's salty AF.
Considering we've not added any other seasoning to it than lemon, it does taste like it's got salt on it. But then I suppose it has because the salt is there. So it has been salted.
No.
Too much?
No. Don't put sashimi on a salt block.
How much do you think it is? So a block that size, let's presume you can reuse it because we broke that thing.
I honestly don't really know, but I'll say £20 for that size of a block.
£20.
£18.44, so pretty damn good on the price again. Question is it pretentious or not?
It's half pretentious because I feel like it probably, like if you cook meat on it or something, it probably works really well. Like it's super salty. Oh, every single one, I'm like, I want to test it more. I want to do some more stuff on it. Which is not me sitting on the fence. It's actually just me being interested in all of these things.
That is one of the most pretentious things that we've done today. There is absolutely no need for that. And if Barry actually does use something like that to grate salt over items, then that is completely and utterly ridiculous to me. There is no need for that whatsoever. Pretentious. Stupidly pretentious. Like making me angry pretentious.
Yeah, that's right, we're doing another burger battle. And do you want to know why? Because you said the last one was rubbish.
So today we're going to right that wrong. We're going to atone for our mistakes and come up with 3 ultimate beef burger recipes.
And we're mixing it up even further because Ben can't make it. So we're swapping him for someone better dressed but harder to please.
Let's go in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I went to the wrong side.
I am making a beef burger with all of the beef. I'm taking meat from nose to tail and sticking it into one burger. I've got amazing caramelised onion and cheese relish, and well, that's it. It's simplicity in this is everything.
My burger is the ultimate posh double Cesar. 2 perfectly crafted patties with the best beef for burgers, crispy deep fried red onions, a homemade porcini truffle and tarragon mayo. It's posh, but it's proper dirty.
I'm going for an incredible gourmet bacon double cheeseburger. A superb blend of 2 steaks to make the ultimate steak burger patty, sweet and tangy bread and butter pickles, a slightly spicy comeback sauce, topped with bacon, all wrapped in an amazing brioche bun. First thing I need to do is get my pickles on. These are bread and butter pickles. They're sweet, they're tangy, they're gonna add such an amazing flavour to the overall composition of the burger. To make them, I'm going to thinly slice baby cucumbers and onion and let them rest in crushed ice and salt for about 3 hours. I'm then going to boil them with stuff.
Let's make a banging mayo. egg yolks, Dijon mustard, porcini and truffle paste in a bowl that is clearly not big enough to make mayo in. Transfer that to a bigger bowl that is big enough to make mayo in, and then slowly dribble in groundnut oil. Finally, drizzle in a bit of truffle oil, season with a bit of lemon and a sprig of tarragon, and that is it.
Now, to give my burgers a little bit of a crunch, I'm going to egg wash my brioche buns and coat them with some beautiful sesame seeds. That's going in there.
I need to do some meat. Let's talk patties. I'm going for a steak burger. But it's actually, it's a double steak burger because we're going for sirloin steak and we're going for skirt steak. And those two combined together are going to create the ultimate flavour profile for the best beef burger you've ever had.
So let me get this straight. You're taking a beautiful sirloin steak, a prime cut there.
Yeah.
And you're gonna fry that on both sides and put that in your burger?
Yeah.
You're gonna serve that whole as a burger?
No, mate, I'm making a burger out of it, grinding it.
You're gonna
grind it together, form into patties.
You're taking a sirloin steak and you're grinding it?
Yeah, it's called a steak burger. Top tip, when making the meatballs, it's actually really important not to play with your meat too much, and I know that sounds funny, but the more that you kind of smush it around and form it, the more rubbery the texture is going to get at the end.
Next up, we're going to make some crispy onions for texture and also for sweetness, for flavour stuff. Really easy, sliced red onions in buttermilk. Then toss them in flour flavoured with paprika, Cajun and cayenne. Then fry off the onions in some hot oil, 180 degrees, until they're golden and crispy. I look at those and I think, imagine if they were chicken.
Okay, let me talk you through my all beef burgers. I went to go see Sal at Ginger Pig, who helped me select these cuts of meat and also talk about the ratios you need to create the perfect burger. So, in front of me, I've got silver side meat, I've got some ribs, and then I've got some chuck steak, onglet or hanger steak. The most flavour comes from there. But I'm aiming for a 40 to 60% ratio of fat. So I've got this here, which is 48-day aged fat as well, which I'll be adding to the mix.
Hi there, yeah. Yeah, I was just wondering whether you could price up some meat for me, please.
I can tell you how much I paid,
ribs?
if that's what you're getting at.
Oh,
You know how
actually,
much I
sorry.
paid for this?
Okay, no, it's fine. No, thank you.
I paid 30 quid for all of that, which is a lot of money spent, but I'm making enough burgers here for everybody here in the studio twice.
Talking about throwing money at things, how much was that?
I don't want to know.
No ultimate bacon double cheeseburger would be a bacon double cheeseburger without bacon. So I'm going to put some bacon in an oven for 10 minutes.
Let's make some beef patties. From all the research that I could find, and I actually did a lot, the wide opinion was that chuck steak is the best because it has 30% fat in it. It needs slicing into cubes. The annoying thing is that some of Jamie's flaky burger is still in the pipe, and I don't want any of the flaky burger getting into my amazing mix. I'm also adding bits of beef dripping intermittently through the grinder so that I get a lovely fatty, flavoursome consistency and flavour from my burgers. Now we've minced it all. These get formed into patties that weigh 120 grams each and that are slightly bigger than my bum because all burgers shrink back on themselves when we cook them.
Now, for all the research that I could do on sauces, one of the best sauces that people were recommending was something called a comeback sauce. It's mayo, ketchup, onion, and sriracha.
He just put bacon in his grinder. But that does look like it's got bacon in it.
It is lighter than I thought it would be.
You didn't put bacon in, did you? Shut up. Sorry. If you have put bacon in it, since when is bacon being a bad thing in a burger?
And now for the amazing seasoning. Black peppercorns, red peppercorns, salt, onion granules, and I think that's it. Cayenne. It's got cayenne in it as well. It's got cayenne in it as well.
While those guys are cooking, I thought it would be really funny to look at some of the comments from the last burger battle. Do you ever just feel like you've wasted 17.5 minutes of your life? Lasagna on toast is not a burger, Jamie. The Pond Scum burger is the only actual burger. The others are a chicken sandwich and a meatball sandwich. Barry's burger hurt my soul. All of these look terrible, OMFG, appropriately followed by, they all look disgusting, WTF. Barry, I love you, man, but what the actual f***? If I want to be healthy, I don't grab a burger, I grab a salad or some chicken. Barry's burger looks like the nasty patty from SpongeBob. Barry's burger is why he loses every battle.
Right, let me talk to you about my topping. I've got caramelised onions. Cooking that. Right, let me talk to you about my topping. I've got beautiful, cheesy caramelised onions. What I'm doing is I'm just...
Sorry, Ed,
Really
go around
hard.
here. Poor Izzy has got really bad hiccups and she's holding a camera. So if every now and then the screen goes, it's because she's got hiccups.
Right, we'll try it. Should we try it?
Yeah, that's...
Okay.
Go.
Let's talk my topping. It is beautiful. It's caramelised, cheesy onions. And they're going to melt in your mouth. What I'm doing is I'm chopping up my onions really finely, slowly cooking those over the hob until they start to sweat and start to...
I think we've cured them.
I think I laughed them off.
They're gone. I mean, forget about what he was saying.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, does it?
Yeah!
But to finish my point, once your onions are nice and jammy, then you want to combine that with some thyme and some taleggio cheese, which is a little bit funky, soft cheese. Chunk it up, get it into the mix, and you've got this oozy, cheesy, onion, beautiful mix. I hate them so much.
The next step is all about prep. That's just cutting onions, cutting tomatoes, grilling some prosciutto. So in an oven for 10 minutes.
Let me tell you about this beauty. This is beef tallow or beef dripping. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to unsolidify it by heating up and using it on my buns later on. Taking my beef tallow, brushing that onto the insides of my brioche sesame seed buns and toasting them off in a griddle pan.
It might be time to start cooking some burgers. I'm really nervous about this bit because it might all fall apart, and if it falls apart then I don't know what to do to save it. That could be sexified. No, it can't.
Have you missed a bit out of your burger? Have you missed an ingredient?
I thought I'd finished.
Oh, you can see it dripping.
I thought I'd finished my burger and then I remembered something. What does every ultimate burger need?
Chips.
Well, yeah, apart from chips.
Actually, that's a good point.
Oh,
None of
no.
us, but
Oh! What the actual... Why have you... Who's that?
do you know what? I literally was about to say we got through a whole battle without Jamie putting a gimmick in it.
I really want to punch a burger.
Do you?
There's two here.
There's two there. Let's punch one of his.
I could punch one and you could punch one.
Perfect.
we'll still leave the good ones left.
Yeah.
Where should we go?
You decide.
You're in charge, mate.
Should we go from best to worst or worst to best?
You can't.
Yes. Do you?
Let's try.
But you don't know which way he's gone, do you?
Don't say that.
Here we go, here we go. Let's look in the
no.
middle. I think that might be medium to medium well.
Totally different to what I was expecting. I thought it might be a little bit too rich. Like all the caramelized onions, like all the sugars, and then all the fat in the burger and the cheese, and nothing to cut through it. Like there's no salad, there's no tomato.
No sauce?
There's no sauce. But it works. Yeah, exactly, yeah. After you, like I'd hate to take away
Oh no, I'm not going to cut it because
your opportunity
cutting
to
a
use
burger.
your dagger.
Well, I'll remove the dagger, but
No.
cutting a burger is the most.
Cut the burger with a dagger, because that's the
Jamie,
point of
cut the burger.
I hate.
You ordered the damn dagger, cut the burger.
Oh, look at that. Oh, okay.
That sauce is amazing.
The heat is very subtle.
The pickles are the best bit.
Oh, the pickles.
Oh, okay.
I'm having to lick my fingers with this one, which I like. I'm absolutely nailing these burgers.
You are, aren't you?
Yeah.
That was a filthy burger. I'll give you that.
It's also more subtle than I thought it would be. So the spice is like just coming through because it's the sriracha mixed with the ketchup and the mayo. It's sweet through the pickles. It's salty through the actual patty.
Right, well, now I'm really nervous, so I'll leave it to you.
I said to you earlier that you basically have everything to lose because
I know.
this, the American cheese, the lettuce, the tomato, like this is my burger.
Oh, look at that.
After you.
It's completely different.
That's completely different. I do love the distinction between like the quite posh taste of like tarragon and truffle and things like that, mixed with plastic American cheese. I think that like you could have gone for like a posh cheese and it wouldn't have helped it at all.
Oh, that's...
Oh.
I think, James, you sat down and probably done the hardest, because they're just all different.
Actually,
And if I
no
went
idea.
back, I'd have all three of those burgers again, but I can't work out which one I'd have over the other. So you walk into the ultimate burger joint right now. There's 3 things in the menu.
Which one do you want?
Okay. Oh,
horrible.
I'm actually genuinely nervous. I can't
Do you
believe it.
do you know? Do you feel like
Yeah,
you
I know.
Oh, you know?
I've
Okay,
got
cool. You're just
first.
nervous telling us.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
different.
yeah, I am,
That's
yeah.
different. Okay.
I know. In third, it's Mike. Second, Barry. First, Jamie.
Oh, I was not expecting that. And neither was anybody else.
I think that was the best burger on the table.
And I'm amazed because I agree. I would have gone for Jamie's first in a restaurant, mine and Mike's. You're right. You UK after that.
I need to lie down.
You coming back next time?
Yeah.
No, the answer's no, you're not. Sod off.
Hello, this is Jamie and I'm Ben.
Today, we're passing it on again. And you already know the title of this video, so you probably already know if we've passed or failed.
Are we glad to be here?
No.
Let's go theme first. Janice, can we have a theme, please?
Today's theme is food trend. You must work together to create a dish celebrating or inventing the latest culinary trend.
Okay, right. No, that's cool. We can do that.
Okay.
Our community have suggested that you go in age order, youngest to eldest.
Chefs first!
Oh, youngest. No, that's not going to
That
work.
is terrible.
Hate going.
The worst thing is,
No.
One at a time, the boys have 10 minutes to cook and add to a final dish. The remaining team will have no idea what's happening behind them until it is their turn.
Oozy cheese is a trend. Online. Like oozy cheese is a trend that just keeps on going. Charcoal, I like. And this, I've been told, is pizza dough. Let's go for it. I'm gonna mix the charcoal into the dough and see how that goes, because that's trendy. Please work. Please work. Oh, I'm gonna have to get my hands dirty. Ideally, this would be done while you're making the dough. I'm like getting less and less sure about this right now. If I do this, surely they're gonna know what to do. It's not going well. Oh my God, look at me. Look at me. Do you think they're gonna know what I've used? I'm gonna put a tiny bit of olive oil in. It could go horribly wrong or it could go really well. They're gonna absolutely destroy me for this. Oh my. I'm stressing. Stressing, you've got me stressing. Just trying to get all the liquid out of the mozzarella. I just want them to know what I'm thinking, like, even if I don't get too much process done. So Ben can do the sauce, the cheese will be grated by the time the guys get there. And honestly, how badly can you mess up a pizza? I know that you're not supposed to like roll out a pizza, but this is, you know, it's time pressure. Oh. Pan on the hob, with a little bit of olive oil in there. Okay. Oh, did I do a good job? Give myself a 6 out of 10 because I'm really unsure if the idea is going to go through. Please do a good job, Ben.
Okay, a charcoal pizza dough is all we've got. So, tomato sauce, because he's left this here, obviously an ingredient in pizza. He's got the cheese, mozzarella and cheddar, some steak going on. So if I make a slightly spicy, which is why he's left the chilies here, I guess. Okay, fusion is also a trend. So I'm going to try and combine two things. Think like the cronut, croissant and donut. I'm going to combine pizza with curry. Curry with pizza. Cuzza. We're going to make a cuzza. So a quick tomato sauce. I'm going to get some garlic in a second. I'm going to get some curry powder and I'm going to slightly spice it in our tomato sauce. Cook out the spices, the garlic, the chilli, the curry powder early on. Turn it up. Curry powder, turmeric. Anything that goes on a pizza should cook really quickly. James has left the steak out here, but I'm actually going to mix it up because what I want is some chicken that I'm just going to very gently poach in this liquid so we get this really bright coloured sort of turmeric yellow colour going on against the charcoal black. I would hope that this tomato sauce is something that's blended. I'm also going to start but do nothing with it and see what happens if I put some seeds on the heat. Some mustard seeds, some fenugreek seeds, black onion seeds with those seeds, and that can be scattered over our pizza so you get the crunch as well as the richness of this tomato. Curry plus pizza. Time up. Oh, I contributed, I added some themes. 7 out of 10.
Okay. What is that? That's a black dough of some sort. There seems to be a, oh my God, what is going on? Okay, that's like a tomatoey Indian tomato sauce. That is poaching chicken, seeds that are cracking away. That will come off the heat soon. Nothing in the oven. It's a curry pizza. He's literally written it in front of me. I didn't notice that bit. Sauce is, oh God, I've got an idea. I've never done it before, but let's see how it goes. I always put an egg on a pizza, every time I have to. But how do you make an egg trendy? Cloud eggs. Never made it before? How wrong can you get it? That's fine. Leave it! It's fine! Don't look at that. I'll make a few just in case I screw it up. They're gonna hate me. I know they're gonna hate me. I'm not holding high hopes to this, but stuff it, I've started. Green or blue? Green. Green's gonna go best, isn't it? Matcha in there. The point of trending food is about experimentation. Have I gone too bold? I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just making up as I go along. I hope they look in the oven straight away because that's only gonna need a few minutes. I've done my bit. I've tried to make something new and trendy. I'm not sure if I've done it or not. I would give myself a 5 out of 10. I have no idea if I've done well or not because all I've done is cloud eggs.
Oh, my heart rate's just gone right up. Okay, curry and pizza. What is this? Oh, check the oven. I didn't, oh, what? What is that? There's some sort of crusty thing with an egg in the middle in the oven. This dough's got a hole in it. Whoever rolled that out can't have been a chef. Oh, that's like a vegetable-y curried thing. Seeds. This is chefy, isn't it? Barry. I don't know what I'm doing. Where do you go with this? I can't make the pizza now because that's got to be Jamie. With what is that? And where does it go? Apart from out the window. Let's put these over there and hopefully Jamie won't see them. I've spent half my time just looking at stuff dumbfounded because I don't know what to do. What if I put all the stuff on there and then roll it? It's more like a wrap, but it's in a pizza dough. Will that cook? Who knows? Why is there a hole in it? It's just gonna go through. Oh. It's not even circular. So if I were to roll that and then cut it, we did a video a while ago where we made like pull apart pizza, where we chopped it and then put it in a, I wonder whether we could do that. Okay, this is gonna be insane. It's gonna make or break it. That's the cheese. What is that? What, who the That's Barry. I know that that's Barry. That's Barry. I spent so much time faffing and now Spaff is gonna have to not faff. Oh, I really hope Jay gets this. I don't think he's going to, and I don't think I've done enough of these. No! Right, buff mots, buff mots, buff mots. Right, chicken, chicken, chicken. This is delicious, so let's, I don't know how to do this, so we're just going to put a bit of chicken on each bit. So what I'm thinking, and I hope, and I don't know how Jamie's going to decipher this, but I think he's got to fold these over. In fact, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to demonstrate one for him. No! I've left him so much to do, so much to decipher, and he's not going to be able to do it. I've ruined the whole challenge, and it's all my fault, apart from the cloud egg. This will go in there, and then the pizza will go around the outside. Oh, a 2. I deserve a 2. I feel terrible for what I've just done. Oh no. I'm so sorry.
Curry pizza. What is going on here? I don't have anything. What is going on? What the actual F is going on? What is this? The f is that? I might just start again. I'm honestly lost. The only thing I can think to do is put them in the oven and get them out in 7 minutes and 20 seconds. I'm stating this now, I am not taking the blame for this time. We'll heat this up. There's butter going in that pan and I'm going to fry those ones. Are these the curry pizzas? I need to know whose fault this is. Surely they're not all up this much. Roll some of this out. Oh no, can you cook it like a charcoal flatbread? Is charcoal flatbread a thing? It's not just me, is it? Okay, good. Right, I need a slate. That's the only thing you put trendy on, isn't it? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait for that clock to tick down. As soon as it gets to about 30 seconds left to go, I'm going to remove whatever I've put into the oven from the oven, and I'm going to put them on there. I'm going to sprinkle the seeds on last minute, is what I'm going to do. Action! What the hell are they? Right. Oh, let's be honest, guys. It's not like that's going to make the difference. I'm not doing that then. I can only imagine this has gone wrong. Split straight down the middle of that. The fault has to lie over here, surely. He is all about the cloud eggs, isn't he? It's got to be him. There is no one poncy enough to do cloud eggs other than Barry.
I'm just hiding behind the camera for a little bit. Pretend I'm not here.
3, 2, 1.
What? What?
That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
It could be worse.
No, it couldn't!
That's not.
What happened?
Absolutely no idea. I've got no idea what that is. So here's what I think I've served you. Either mini curry pizzas, charcoal pizzas, or charcoal curry tacos.
Food trends are probably not my forte or your forte.
I would agree.
If you just track back it a little bit, you did just make the dough.
I didn't make the dough. The dough was ready made.
Colour is everything, we know that in social trends. So charcoal 1, I also did some turmeric poached chicken, so turmeric and curry spices, salted
what that was.
chicken, because I didn't think the bavette was... We've left them with pizza base, get it in the oven.
Get it in the oven.
It's going to take 10 minutes.
And then Jamie doesn't have to do anything, so he can't mess it up. Like, that sounds like a good plan.
Shall we come on to Barry?
What did you do?
Have we got one? Is it round the corner? Okay, good.
What do you mean if we
We're going to bring it in.
What's that?
What is this? Your contribution didn't even make the tape.
What's going on?
Refused to serve this.
I just want to say, I came into the kitchen and found this in the oven.
Did you take it out straight away?
Yeah.
It needed another few more minutes.
Oh, it didn't.
I'm not sure that would have helped.
It needed a swift kick in the...
Is that an attempt at either cauliflower something or other or a cloud egg?
That did not work.
That is a man that went into a food trend challenge saying, whatever the hell is going on in the kitchen, I'm making a cloud egg.
I dare you to taste it.
Wait. What did you rate yourself out of 10?
Oh no! Oh no! If that works, that's genius. So I gave myself a 5 at that moment in time. But I'm happy to go back and go, I don't think I made the scoreboard. Oh, goodness.
Let's just reveal it.
Is this mine? This is what I left Jamie. But in all fairness, I did leave him a lot of decisions to make. One of them being this? Or did you attempt to cook it?
Well,
oh no.
I walked into the kitchen to find what can only be described as devastation. And so there they are.
You just put it... That was a demonstration of what you needed to continue. You just took that and put it in the oven.
James's dough.
Yeah.
Mike's shapes. My tomato sauce, my chicken, my seeds. Your chives and
plating,
presentation.
yep.
3 small plates.
And then I laughed, didn't we?
We did have a laugh, yeah. Can we try it?
Oh yeah.
Let's eat it.
Even more sharing. A sharing platter that we share again.
Cheers.
Hey,
Cheers.
in the last pass it on, it didn't look great, but it tasted phenomenal.
Well, we'll
so-
see.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It tastes
It tastes all right.
quite nice.
That's an Indian bread taco.
It is.
I think the flavours are...
All the bits that you guys did, it's great.
Can you bring the cloud eggs up? Because Baz should probably eat those.
That's a very good point.
We don't like food waste, do we?
Well, that's another trend. We don't zero waste.
Here you go, mate.
So, you literally did this for yourself.
Ready for the ooze?
There's going to be an ooze.
Oh my God, there
Oh,
is.
that actually is.
There's an ooze.
Now, that could be because it's perfectly cooked, or it's still raw.
It looks like a hen laid an egg in a cow pat. Now eat that. Still going to keep your 5 out of 10 though, right? Well done, everyone.
I might be sick.
Where's the bag of ice? Ah!
Hello and welcome back to Sorted Food.
Now, today's video is going to be very fun for us. Less so for these guys, because as the winner of the previous Poker Face challenge around fermented food, I have the pleasure of putting these guys through their paces. Today's theme is international hot sauces.
Oh, I'm already feeling warm.
And one more thing before we get started, I think it's worth clarifying the rules. People have been kicking off saying they don't want any more singing or dancing or distractions.
I am not going to win.
Oh, look, an eagle!
Ebbers is going to sweat.
Bar sweating.
Okay.
It's a thing.
Fine.
Phrase syndrome.
Is that why you just non-stop spurt out innuendo?
The really cool thing about this episode is all the recommendations have come from the community across the world, so we're getting a full spectrum of international hot sauces.
Thanks.
Are we ready?
At least we can learn something.
No, Ebbers.
Trying to find the positive in everything.
Well, shall we do it? Should we bring on hot sauce 1? Jamie, first up, we're going to Indonesia for ABC Sambal Extra Pedas. Okay, your 3 minutes starts now.
Lovely.
So what you've got there is Balinesian pork ribs.
Oh, sambal as well.
It smells amazing.
So I always thought that sambal is to Indonesia and that side of the world like sriracha is to Thailand.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I thought.
This is great. It's really tangy in like a fruity way.
Remember, you've got the tap out station there, Spath. So if you ever want to just quit, just tap out. Delicious, lovely milk.
We have slow roasted these with sambal and palm sugar, a really popular way of preparing them in Bali. Your eyes are now loosening.
Look down the poker face cam and hide that spice. Oh.
No!
Right. Instantly disqualified.
Ben, your time starts in 3, 2, 1, go.
I've always wanted to go to Indonesia. Definitely on the travel destination.
Less talking, more eating.
So sambal pedas translates to hot chili in English. Are you getting any heat?
Not particularly. I mean, my face might say otherwise, but that's a syndrome.
You know what? It's a syndrome. That's a syndrome. So far, your face is, for you, pretty good.
I mean, give it, he's had 10 seconds.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
Because it is sweet, as well as sort of sour, tangy, and fermented.
So according to First We Feast, the all-purpose condiment is the perfect trifecta of flavours. Heat from the chilies, tang from the lime, and an umami bomb, you're right there, of roasted shrimp paste.
It's just a cough. It's involuntary.
What was that? I missed that. This sauce was recommended by community member Noni, who said, from Indonesia, our chili sauce is sour sambal, and my recommendation is the brand ABC, and get the extra hot.
Oh, we did.
Yep. Oh, so you're feeling a bit of spice, are you?
Except once it's diluted with the palm sugar and the rib, everything balances out a treat.
I think I spotted a lip quiver.
Right, just remember how he came at us.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, it's absolutely stunning.
Are you getting any spice from that at all?
No, not at all. It tastes like someone's taken a whole vat of ketchup and then just put it in a swimming pool, and then you've drunk that. That's how spicy this is.
Does that usually make you shake when you do that?
That's what I was thinking.
Was that what you were thinking?
Yeah,
I was thinking that, yeah.
Boys, you know I shake all the time. I've got an iron deficiency, so cheers for bringing that up.
Oh,
Stop with the
right.
bloody-
We've all got syndromes of some description, have we?
It's not spicy.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
It's moderately spicy. Irritatingly, it's on my lips. And once the spice goes on my lips, I'm close to game over.
Honest reaction?
I would eat that.
Just in time!
Whoa!
Wow, that was an involuntary, but after the 3 minutes.
It came right at the end.
And the great thing is, I have really appreciated it, and nothing is showing.
No.
That is absolutely delicious. That is a really good level of spice.
I know there's a lot of pressure because I read the comments and people are vicious if people get this bit wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really are.
But I think my standout winner for this round has to be Michael Huddlestone.
Yes!
Jamie, you were close, but the eyes, and Ben, you had a quiver.
I think it's still dripping off my ear.
I'm ignoring that bit, the quiver.
Bring on the next slot.
Oh, I'm back in. Already.
Next round. Round 2, and we're going to Malawi for some gnarly hot sauce. And the dish in front of you is a Nsima style cubes tossed in the gnarly sauce.
I have absolutely no idea what you
Your
just said.
time starts in 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
It's plenty.
It's a traditional dish in Malawi. It's basically it's a baked porridge.
Porridge has been missing, like a fruity sauce to go on it. It's far more like a very, very sweet. Imagine the sweetest jam you could think of.
Here we go.
Sweet, are you sure? Because Wiki says it's Africa's hottest peri-peri sauce.
No, but anyone can edit Wikipedia.
Okay, it's also one of Malawi's most popular sauces. The gnarly sauce brands have attained cult status with chili lovers, both in Malawi and throughout the world, for their hotness and taste.
It's quite watery.
Yeah, just like your eyeballs, mate.
Whoa.
So it is spicy.
Well, if you count polenta as spicy.
3, 2, 1.
I can smell this one as being almost a little bit more. Oh, that fell off there, didn't it? A little bit more sour, vinegary, tangy.
You off to the spa, Evans?
Oh no!
Oh, he's throwing it away! Minus points!
Okay. Ben, looks like you're doing really well because the heat level of the gnarly sauce is approximately peri 175,000 on the Scoville units.
It grows in a different kind of way to normal.
Are you okay? You haven't said much, you've just done a lot of drinking.
Yeah, I'll be all right.
So, since the 70s, Gnarly has created their famous peri sauce from Malawi, bird's eye chilies, which are said to be the hottest in Africa. The label on the bottle comes with a warning that reads Abale Samalane, which translates to friends, take care. I must say again, apart from the sweat, there's been less
Which is
quivering.
fairly noticeable.
Shall we?
I'd rather not, but...
3, 2, 1, go.
Let's start off by getting rid of that little idiot.
Is this what we're doing, by the way? Are we just rubbing the sauce off? Because I wasn't aware of
From
this
what I can take there,
my
he
go.
was taking it off the top and rubbing it all over.
I actually really like these little deep fried cubes. They're incredible. They're right up my alley, which is not where I'd want to be putting the gnarly sauce, if it were spicy, which it is not.
Big shout out to MEL on the community tab and Anita Williams on Twitter for this recommendation.
Yeah, thanks.
It's actually truly delicious. I reckon I'm at a 2 out of 10 for spice level.
Right. 3,
Delicious.
2, 1, ding dong.
Yes, a grower.
Got up my lips, didn't I?
Oh no!
You know when it gets to the point where you could probably light your breath?
The nose is gone.
Oh no! Oh, I'm gonna be in big trouble. That's number 2. What the hell is wrong with you people?
Mike, again, really impressive. But for this round, I'm going to have to award a point to, I can't believe I'm saying this, but Benjamin David Ebbers.
No! What's going on?
No! The sweat might be masking it, but I couldn't see any like facial quivers or anything else. I know.
I feel like you're scoring for the format, not for the competition.
I think Barry, who knows who's handing out badges for the rest of the year.
Okay, so round 3, and nobody's tapped out yet. And Jamie, now it's time to go to Rwanda for Akabanga Extra Hot Chili Oil. And this is served on Ibirei potatoes. Your time starts in 3, 2, 1, go.
You hit me in my soft spot. Roast potatoes.
I mean, what's not to
please.
love?
Exactly.
When you look at on the back of like most of the bottles, there's quite a few ingredients. On this, there's just 2. 80% Scotch bonnet extract and
That's it.
sunflower oil.
That's the look that gives you away. Every
think,
time. When
ooh.
you really think hard, you think, how on earth am I going to battle through this? That's what gives it away.
No, what I'm thinking is, in my mind, Scotch bonnets are the hot chilies. But Barry, this isn't like a Scotch bonnet. It's like a baby's bonnet.
A baby's bonnet? Okay, that it means...
No!
Is that a tap out?
No, it's not a tap out. No, it was just a cough. It was just a, oh my goodness, I've just thought of this really sad thing.
So, according to Leah, apparently it means it's sacred and even the locals only put 2 drops into a large bowl of soup.
Why wouldn't you do 3?
How many did we do?
Half a bottle?
Ben, you're up next. 3, 2, 1, please.
The great thing about potatoes is they're like a sponge. You know when you do it with beef dripping and stuff, and they just soak up all of the flavour? That is what potatoes do. I love a Jersey Royal, and at this time of the year, that is how you do the perfect fusion of Rwanda
No, so far it's...
and Jersey.
Keep going. Well, you need to finish this portion,
He's
Ben.
too busy gesticulating to be eating it.
So it's said that dining tables in Rwanda usually have a pot of Scotch bonnet chili sauce, which is often homemade. However, one of these small bottles is usually nearby as well.
So the other thing I find fascinating with all this
How much you talk while eating in these challenges?
is it's a bit like the durian and the century egg. It's what you're used to, and we are just so not used to having, you know, a little bit of black pepper as a condiment on our table, not
So true.
Akabanga oil.
How much left? Well, a minute.
Really? Goodness, your timekeeping is different to mine.
Are you okay, Ebbers? Are you doing
Yeah,
all right?
fine. But you know what? We've eaten a lot today, haven't we? I don't want to pace myself, don't I? Scoff too much too quick.
Sorry, why have you gone extra posh all of a sudden as well? 3, 2, 1, please. straight away. In the last challenge, they just got hotter and hotter and hotter. Because we are travelling the world, the types of chili sauces we're getting are changing massively. This is probably the most different so far.
It got me in my throat.
It's subtle. I'm waiting for it to hit me. It's not there yet. I'm just wondering whether I'm actually got much.
Oh, Slater, do you want to put some more on there?
We might have used all the bottle up. Maybe
I'm not sure I've got as much as the other guys, but oh no, you're sure? Okay, fine. Oh, I got a tickle on the throat.
Tickle?
Did you? I'll give you that. One tickle. One ostrich feathered tickle on the back of the tonsils.
I've tickled the back of his tongue before.
Heavy on garlic.
Yeah, very garlicky. Like the potatoes are absolutely like delicious. They are delicious, but if you saute
Are they delicious?
They're
I just want
going
to
to
check
be
if they're
delicious.
delicious.
But after seeing Smack, I thought that this was going to be horrendous, and it's actually borderline pleasant.
3, 2, 1, and how do you really feel?
OMG. It is, it's an oil heat that just
The worst thing about it is it's on the dangle, and every time I breathe in, the dangle does that, and it just wafts more air up against the sensitive dangliness.
That one's going Rwanda, 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 my tummy.
As soon as time went, your face has now gone red.
Yeah.
You're obviously just not breathing for about
I just
2
hold
minutes.
it together for 3 minutes, that's all I can manage, and then after that, all hell breaks loose.
Well, based on that 3 minutes, Mike, that round's all yours.
No doubt.
Not worth it, not worth it. What was that tip? Drink hot tea?
Yeah.
What you
I'm starting to feel a little bit guilty now.
Oh,
But
are
only a
you-
little bit.
are you?
Only a little bit. Next up, we are going to South Korea for Samyang Buldak extremely spicy hot chicken flavour sauce.
I need to pull myself together.
For the man who usually can handle his heat,
Yeah.
coming dead last, mate, so far. You've got to win these next two.
Right. Come on.
3
minutes.
2, 1, pow!
I think I saw this stupid challenge a while ago.
Yep.
This exact same brand.
Yeah, same brand. So these are being served with some Korean spicy noodles. We're looking at the sauce here, but it's actually inspired and comes from the same guys who make these chili noodles.
That's the ones I've
And there
seen.
are millions of videos out there, people doing this challenge, and people sweating, panicking, you name it, they're freaking out.
This is not a challenge. I just don't feel like this one has any legs to it.
So according to Thrillist, the Samyang Huk nuclear hot chicken ramen is one of the spiciest foods in the world and certainly the spiciest instant ramen. It's believed to be around 8,700 Scoville units, which appears to be hotter than any other instant ramen on the market. Jake, what are you waiting for? You've been twirling that for a while.
I know.
Are you waiting for them to cool down?
I'm waiting to make sure I don't myself.
And your time's up, mate. Actually, no, you finish that for. Just finish that bit. Time's up.
I might be sick.
Oh no, really?
They're not that bad, but it's the build-up.
Jamie's going to have to sit back there for a little bit because he doesn't know how his body's working right now, and standing up here
is risky.
Ben, how are you feeling?
Oh, well, you know that I love ramen.
In 3, 2, 1, deep breath, and his chops sticking out.
Oh, you little ebbers!
Oh.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
There's the...
Oh, Jamie's off.
Right, I'm starting to understand why this dish is becoming quite famous now. The fire noodle challenge, like, it's taken the internet by storm because it really makes people suffer.
It's the chew of the noodle that I love because it's kind of got that bounce to it, which a ramen noodle is excellent for. So good. I'm sorry. So good. Brought me a nice bag.
What's he doing? He's got a bag of ice!
You're still going, mate. You haven't tapped out yet.
No, why would I tap out?
So just to let you know like, how hot these are, the original challenge became quite famous. They upped it for these ones by doubling it. This is 4 times as spicy.
Yeah, it's warm, but delicious. It is the chicken savoury. A little sprinkle of sesame is a nice touch, a little bit of crunch on the top there.
He's got a quiver going.
Super good.
So we've got Jessica Fong, Monique, and the Magic Princess, and KW to thank for this dish.
Thank you.
Eat it!
It's just, it's very fiddly with noodles.
9. Cool, cut it off. 3, 2, 1,
Is he
and
about to
relax.
start? Is he going to start?
Just finished, mate.
Oh no, we've broken him.
Okay, the starchiness of the noodles makes that unbearable.
I think I might tap out now.
No! 3, 2, 1, go.
The chicken comes through really strongly, brothy, like tasty, really tasty.
Oh, that's going to be hot on the lips.
You like your hot sauce, but you love your carbs even more. Today you're absolutely devouring them, aren't you?
Yeah, I've been off the carbs for a while, so, you know, I'm seeing this as more of an opportunity.
What about the little cream pot or the milk jug to your right?
Not interested. I might be on the carbs, but I'm off the dairy, Ebbers. How long left into the challenge?
Just 20 more seconds.
They are.
I don't think I can win this now, Ebbers. It's so on my lips.
No! 3, 2, 1.
Oh, it's my lips are in the atmosphere. It won't go.
It doesn't go.
It doesn't go.
It does not go. Which dairy is good? Grab a dairy.
Drink milk. Yeah. Drink. Look, there's what's that over there?
So because of Mike's slight breakdown in the last few seconds, I'm going to have to give this round to Ben. But that seems really unfair because it's going to make you guys suffer even more in the final round. So I can't let you do that. I'm going to go in and do the last round. And how about you two take bets on how long I last, and that will decide the winner.
That's the kindest thing anyone's ever done for me.
I'm trying to process it. I'm slightly confused by it, but I think it sounds great because I don't have to sit in the seat.
It's going to be like a spicy horse race, Ebbers, and we have to back the winner.
Can you not see anymore, Mike?
I can't focus on anything. I'm just going over and over a mantra to try and take my mind off it.
Okay, so final round.
Round 5, and I've never been so happy to
I've
be
never
your
loved
friend.
you with.
This makes up for all of the that you've done over the years.
Yeah, it's so true. You can do more.
I instantly regret this.
For Barry, we have the last dab XXX hot sauce, which you've probably seen on Hot Ones on First We Feast.
I'm so glad I'm not doing this. I just couldn't. I can't even think about it.
You to comment.
Ben and Mike are going to write down a time that they think Barry's going to tap out.
You've tapped out.
I haven't tapped
Right.
out. As a nod to the Hot Ones, these are chicken wings. They've already been tossed in the sauce, and you've got to add a last dab.
Good dab. Right, I'm locking my time in.
Me too. I'm in.
3,
Come on, Baz.
2, 1, go.
Chicken wings, you know you're going to love.
So this was recommended by over 30 people
Oh no.
on the community tab and on Twitter.
It's really fruity and like mustardy.
This is hotter than the one that they use on the show. This is the XXX rated version.
Come on, mate. You can keep going.
Go on, you can get another wing in.
Happy place.
This has Pepper X in it. It's the world's hottest pepper.
He's running a marathon.
Created by Guinness World Record pepper breeder, Smoking Ed Curry of Pucker Butt Pepper Co.
The feet are going. Oh, he's tapped out!
He's tapped out. I've got him. Oh, don't make me laugh like that. It hurts.
Don't hold your throat.
What do you want?
Where's the bag of ice?
Creme anglaise!
I ate it all.
Pocket of ice.
He's just drinking creme anglaise.
That's not working.
Oh,
no.
Get him something.
No, I can't.
Eat it. Eat the ice. Eat the ice. Yeah, well done. Yeah, that's
Oh,
it.
sticks.
3 million Scoville units is what I was going to say. Okay, so Barry, I can reveal your time with the last dab was 1 minute, 12 seconds, and 78 milliseconds, just to be precise.
Wow.
Okay, so boys, what did we have?
I thought Barry would tap out at 2 minutes and 42 seconds.
And I thought Barry would do twice as well as he did, because I put 223.
Oh,
Yes!
Ben's the winner. How's Ben won a hot sauce challenge?
Congratulations. Oh, God, I really, really wanted to win that. I can't be doing another one of these.
I'd like to say I've had a great time, but if I said that, it would be a lie. So to make up for my suffering, please give the video a like, please subscribe, and do all the nice YouTube things.
And as the only silver lining to this cloud, as the winner, it means there is another one, a poker face. You guys need to tell us what the theme is next time. We've done fermented, we've done spicy twice. What else is next, and what should we be trying not to react to?
And thank you everyone who contributed sauce ideas.
Yeah, thank you.
We do actually appreciate
Really
it.
appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you ever wanted to learn to cook but just didn't know where to start?
Well, we're the guys from Sorted Food, and we've teamed up with Co-op to create Now Cook It.
Check out this video from the course.
In this video, we're going to demonstrate how to poach the perfect egg. Now, there's 101 different ways and methods out there. Everyone's got their own personal preference, but this method will work if you follow it to the T. There's two things to bear in mind. One, the egg itself. Use a hen's egg. Go for medium size to pair up with the timings we're going to give you. And the key is it has to be fresh. Also, if you do store your eggs in a fridge to increase their shelf life, then make sure you bring it up to room temperature. Cooking eggs at room temperature is much easier. You can do that by just submerging it in warm water in a glass for a couple of minutes. Secondly, the water itself. So you want a big pan with plenty of water, a good depth to it, and you want to heat that up to a temperature that we're going to poach in. So bring it up to the temperature with a lid, it's much quicker. And what you're looking for poaching is a few bubbles on the bottom of the pan that are just breaking the surface. If that's difficult to get an eye on, then you can always take it to boiling, reduce it down to simmering, and then poaching just by turning the heat off. While it is coming up to temperature, if you're not confident at cracking eggs without risk of breaking the yolk or getting some shell in, then you've got plenty of time and you can crack some into ramekins or a small dish, bowl, coffee cup, teacup, whatever. It gives you more control later on when you're lowering the eggs into the water. This can be done with just the back of a knife, thumbs into the break, and just crack it into a ramekin. Alternatively, you could always just crack it on the side of the dish and do exactly the same thing. Now that the water is at the poaching temperature we want, we're going to add a little bit of salt. That not only seasons the water, but it'll also help the egg stay together when it goes into the pan. And now to poach. So the eggs in the ramekin, one after another, are just going to go into the pan. Because they're in the ramekin, it's really simple. And you want to leave those on a very, very gentle poach, so not too much movement, for 2 or 3 minutes for a room temperature egg. But more importantly, you can see exactly when it's done because you can lift it out of the water with a slotted spoon and just tap on the top. You want a soft yolk, but the whites should all be set. The advantage of this method is you can have multiple eggs in the same pan at the same time, much easier than the swirling method where you can only do one at a time. After 2 or 3 minutes with a slotted spoon, you can scoop it out. And the time will vary depending on your water temperature and the temperature of your eggs when they went in, but that's what you're looking for, a nice bouncy yolk, but the white is all set. Just drain it on a little bit of kitchen paper so it's not too watery, and then onto the plate that you're serving. Finish by seasoning to taste, and what you should have is the perfect runny yolk every single time.
Hello and welcome to Sorted Food.
Get ready because we have another chef versus normal budget battle, and today the dish is lasagna.
We're giving our normal home cook Barry an unlimited budget, whereas Chef Ebbers only has £2.50 per portion. Can it be done?
Ebbers, answer that question in one word.
I hope so.
3 words. All right, boys, your time starts in 3, 2, 1. Lasagna.
Okay, Baz, where on earth do you start when money is not an object and you're making a lasagna?
I had to start with the meat. We've gone to a whole new level. We've got beef cheek, we've got Iberico pork, Iberico bacon, we've got sausages. Cut them all up, browning them all off. I'm treating every cut with loving care.
Okay, Ebbers, how on earth are you going to compete with Baz's dish? Give us the highlights.
I'm not going to lie, it's more of a challenge, but in keeping with tradition, I'm going to use both pork and beef products. I'm going to make my own cheese, because that way you can get excellent use out of milk, because I can use it 3 ways.
Wow.
I'm bulking out the majority of the ragu by doing kind of half meat, half lentil. And I'm cheating on the bechamel because instead of making a roux, because butter is expensive, I'm using gravy granules to thicken it and add umami and flavour too. So it's flavour, 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 but lots of cheats and hacks. So to start off with, I'm using garlic sausage because it's got the seasoning, it's got the smokiness, it's got the unctuousness, and I'm going to chop it up and fry it off in oil and then add onion, garlic, mushrooms and carrot to sweat down.
My Iberico bacon and sausages are now in the pan as well. Now to deglaze it with just some red wine. I'm not really sure if is this a good one?
You picked it!
He's like, he knows it's a good one, look at him. You're not going to take the wrapper off before you try and remove the cork?
Do you need to?
What are you doing to such a nice bottle of wine?
I've got some red wine, I've got my masala that deglazed the pan, and then I've gone with some very posh, beautiful beef stock, milk and herbs. And this is going to be the sauce that goes with my what?
What's masala?
And it's a fortified wine, beautifully sweet. Don't need that much of it in this because my tomato sauce will be quite naturally sweet as well. Beef, red wine and stock is all in there, pressure cooking away, so that'll be nice and jammy and ragu-y later on. In the meantime, a fresh and sweet tomato sauce that'll be mixed in with it. Usually when cooking a tomato sauce, you put a little bit of fat in the pan before adding your onion and garlic. We're using bone marrow. This is the bit that I think, if I could take anything home, if I could cook in bone marrow more at home, I think I would.
But I know that sounds like a baller move, but bone marrow is not expensive.
No.
It probably is a bit more expensive than just like a glug of oil or something like that, but it's not hugely expensive relative to the flavour you get out of it. I think that's the beauty of it.
Posh plum tomato sauce.
Yeah, San Marzano.
Onions,
proper.
garlic, anchovies for umami.
Ooh. I think that was one of the things that I learned ages ago when we were talking about how to make the best pizza and we were talking about buying the best things in tins.
Yeah.
Tomatoes shocked me. Buy tomatoes in tins and buy good quality ones because they'll be more consistent and better than using fresh tomatoes, which was completely backwards.
Yeah, they were tin fresh, so they stay fresh.
Talking of taking things out of tins, the beef element of my dish is corned beef. So good, it's locked away under key.
Sorry, the reactions are two very different things.
Corned beef reminds me of primary school meals and I used to just hate it.
For the same price, the £2 that I spent on this, I could have bought beef mince. I think frozen beef mince I could have got for that price, but it's got so much, because it's been frozen, water into it, you're going to have to cook it down the ragu for such a long time. Actually, this does two things. It's easy, it's the same price, and it melts down into this and makes the ragu in no time at all. So once all this is cooked down, I add in corned beef, tomato paste, and a tin of lentils with all the liquid. My ragu is now going to bubble away for 15 minutes and it's time to make cheese. So, I have bought some smoked cheese, like Bavarian style. It's a relatively cheap cheese. It's going to give us a lot of flavour because of that smoky creaminess. But I've also bought 2 litres of whole milk. And if I turn this into ricotta, then I will have ricotta to go through my cheese sauce, but I will also be left with the whey, which I can use to make bechamel. So I'm going to heat it up to about 70, 80 degrees.
Can you imagine yourself going, I can't afford cheese, but I can afford milk. Let's make some cheese instead. Like, that's not something that would ever enter my consciousness.
Right, let's talk badges. So if you watch regularly, you'll see that the 3 of us normals are being tested throughout the year on our kitchen skills or our chef skills. If we can demonstrate those skills aptly, then we are awarded a skills badge.
Some of us have been awarded more badges than others, and so therefore we thought today might be a good opportunity to let Barry try and catch up. So Ebbers, have you got a badge in mind for Baz?
Yes, I'm using dried pasta sheets from my lasagna, but I figured if you can make fresh pasta well, and use that in your lasagna, then you can have the basic pasta badge.
Quick tip, you do make a well.
I am planning to make fresh pasta.
Well, there you go.
Which I'm actually really confident at doing. I've done fresh pasta a few times. The bit that I'm kind of doing myself over on here is I'm making it slightly differently this time. I'm making a green pasta involving lots of herbs. Egg yolks, herbs, oil, blitz up into a green puree, and then mixing that into my flour, but using a food processor. For me, this is where it gets really extravagant. I'm tripling, quadrupling the price of what I usually spend on pasta, just by doing that. I think that's cock on, purely because what you're looking for is the texture of slightly dry Play-Doh.
We have washed our hands, by the way. Ebbers, what do you think? You're judging the badge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ultimately, you want to knead pasta to get that work in, but if you're doing it with a blade of a food processor, you think of the speed that it's doing a similar thing that a dough hook or your hands would do, but at 4, 5, 10 times the pace. Now that my milk is steaming, it's about the right temperature to add in the lemon juice, pip-free, and the salt. Stir it, heat up to boil, a couple of minutes, strain it off.
You have 1 hour remaining. Barry, you look like you've got some expensive cheese there.
Yeah, like for me, my cheese sauce is all cheese. I'm not like using a bechamel or anything else. Pecorino, £1.41 for that. £2 worth of Parmesan, aged 30 months. Ricotta, smoked mozzarella, and some mascarpone. So I'm using some expensive cheeses.
So just to finish the ragu, I've thrown in some chicken gravy granules.
Chicken?
And gravy?
Yeah, I mean, it's got the seasoning the same as a stock cube would have, but also, main ingredient is potato starch. So it's just going to thicken it up, and therefore, again, the whole speedy cook, you just get there a bit quicker.
Pressure cooker has done its job. It looks and smells intense, to say the least. Now I'm going to strain the liquid out of the meat, put the meat in my tomato sauce, give that a mash, and reduce that sauce down, and then combine it all together. Is my pasta rested now?
Yeah, I think so. Here you go, mate.
Oh, lovely.
So
What's the imprint?
So weird.
So, pasta to quarters. Now I need to make it, to roll it.
Ah, yeah.
Oh. That looks like a much better shape, Baz.
For my bechamel sauce, kind of, not really, I'm throwing off garlic in oil, and just before it goes that kind of brown colour, I'm going to add in some of the whey and then thicken it with chicken gravy granules. And once it's nice and thick, I'm going to melt in the smoked cheese.
I'm coming to that point where I might need some help.
Do you want a hand?
Jamie, you put it in the wrong bit! Jamie!
Oh, you folded it, Spat.
Yeah.
That wasn't me!
You meant to put it in the middle, you put it to the side.
Oh, he's done it again!
What is wrong with you?
My work here is done.
Thank you, mate.
You've got half an hour.
Right, time is money. I can't wait for Barry. I'm going to start layering mine. So I'm going pasta, ragu, ricotta, garlic sausage, then more pasta, bechamel, ragu, garlic sausage. And I'm going controversial, boys.
Oh.
I don't know about you, but when I grew up, my family always used to fight over the crispy bits of lasagna.
Oh, they are good.
Yes.
So I'm deliberately making my lasagna in a large, relatively shallow tray so that there is lots of crispy overhang.
Yes, Ebbers.
It divides people. I put it on Instagram. Some people said it was blasphemy. Some people said I was living dangerously. A lot of people said, best bits, well done, Ebbers.
If this is the only bit that's blasphemy of your dish, then I wouldn't worry about it.
Oh, I see what you're doing. You're ziggy-zagging. I've got about 20 pence spare from my tray of lasagna. But also, Rainbow Swiss chard's free when you pick it. So
Oh, here we go.
treat this a cross between like spring greens and spinach. It does wilt a bit, but not entirely. And these bits are wonderful, even just in salads, but by the heat of the pan, they'll soften slightly.
I'm now making a salsa verde, parsley, basil, oil, anchovies, and some capers, and a bit of mustard. Drizzle it over some lettuce leaves.
Oh, nice,
Simple,
nice,
clean.
nice. 15 minutes remaining, boys.
Last 60 seconds.
There we go. Crispy bits, golden, blistered, delicious. I feel like if I cut this down the middle and then this way and this way, 6 chunky portions. 6 chunky portions, and I've spent a tenner on it. So if I've got £2.50 per portion, that gives me a £5 to spend. And for £4.99, you can get an excellent bottle of
Absolutely
Primitivo.
not a chance. That is ridiculous.
And that to me looks like a fairly hefty old whack.
You did pick a tiny plate.
30 seconds remaining.
Perfect timing! God,
Okay.
Save my mic.
You have 10, 9, I don't want to rush you, but I am rushing you. 8, 7,
Oh my God, it's so heavy.
5, 4,
Bloody hell.
3, 2, 1. Stop cooking. Well done, boys.
Whoa.
That looks epic.
Let's plate these up, remove a glass of wine and get them into the sexies. Boys, I mean, all of the dishes, both, but all of them look absolutely stunning. Ebbers, let's start with you. How much did this come in per portion? What are we talking?
So for that whopping great big tray, I spent less than £10, just about £9.81 on all those ingredients. So if it's served 6, you can throw in a £4.99 bottle of wine as well, and it's less than £2.50 a portion.
He'd rather have a small portion of food and a glass of wine.
If you think if you think that's a small portion of food, it's 2 meat, garlic, sausage, and corned beef, but it's bulked out with loads of veggies, including tinned lentils, and then it's 2 cheese.
I hate to say it, or maybe I love to say it, but the lentil corned beef ragu behaves and tastes like a Cheats ragu.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's absolutely what's to be expected from the time, effort, and the budget, and it's delicious.
No, I genuinely always love these challenges because it makes you think, how far can we stretch ingredients without compromising on end taste? Not necessarily tradition, but end taste. I heard that cheeky lasagna crunch.
That's excellent. The telling point is being able to eat it and not feel like you're losing anything.
It's quite a lot to...
There's a lot to do, Baz.
A lot to do there.
It's all right, because you spent the month's budget.
I did. I spent £78 on my tray. And I reckon it was served 6 to 8.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's always important to let it set up a little bit, especially in this case, because there's so much beautiful fat in this. It almost solidifies.
It cuts like butter.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh. Oh, that's not just rich in money, that's rich in flavour.
You know what? I think it serves more like 10 to 12 people.
I might be done after that one bite.
The way you handled that pasta, I kind of knew it was going to be nice and it would cook out well because it was lacy, it wasn't sticking, you were handling it incredibly well and it looked great. I hadn't contemplated at that point the taste of it. The herbiness you get through that pasta is incredible. The rest is heavy.
Yes, yes.
But that's what the salad's for, and that salsa verde salad dressing, it all works.
Probably, realistic for me, the pasta's the bit I would be using the most at home. We make our own pasta every now and then, but never one as herby or as vibrant as that.
What I also liked, and I've actually never thought of or seen before, was the technique of having just such a long roll and just zigzagging it back and forth through so you're not cutting in to make sure it fits neatly, you're just wrapping it back and forth. It's actually easier, smarter, and quicker. It's green, it's tasty, it pulls, it's really light. You absolutely get the badge.
Well, thank you.
Well done.
It means that I'm clawing my way back.
Which leaves it up to us to decide on a winner.
I keep wanting to go back for more, but I don't know if I can.
So our criteria for judging this, Ebbers, you're obviously very much up against it. So we thought if you can create a dish that passes for the dish it's supposed to be, and there to be no noticeable difference in quality because of your restriction in budget. And we felt that this absolutely did that, and therefore this dish is the winner. It's not to say that that wasn't staggering. You're kind of in that position where you can only mess it up.
Yeah.
So, and you absolutely didn't.
These are two extremes, and I don't think anybody would ever at home go to those extremes. I mean, we always say when it comes to all food, but buy the best that you can afford, and that might be somewhere in the middle of this. It might be slightly more towards the budget angle or whatever, but yeah, stunning dishes.
Well, over to you. As much as you can't taste them, which of these did you like the look of the most? And were there any particular hints or tips that you'll be using in your cooking at home? Let us know down below.
And let us know, what should we be battling Ebbers against next?
In our next budget challenge.
Next budget challenge.
Welcome to Sorted Food. Our normals have been learning, battling and bickering for years now.
No, Jamie! Why have you turned that on?
I haven't.
You've turned mine on to 6!
And quite rightly, you've pointed out where on earth are they on the scale of normal to chef. So this year, we've come up with the ultimate test to find out once and for all. We've come up with a load of challenges to test them on 3 core attributes that we believe make a top chef. That's technique, creativity, and organisation. Under each attribute, there's a whole bunch of skill badges, and the boys will have to compete to win them. We love a competition, so we'll tally them up as we go, and at the end, one of our normals will be crowned the ultimate chef skills champion. Buckle up, everyone. I don't imagine it'll be a smooth ride. So, boys, the second episode of our Ultimate Chef Skills Challenge is centred around creativity. As a chef, we want you to be in tune with both the ingredients and your imagination, and together they should come up with some excellent results. We've got 3 badges up for grabs today. You can each win 1, 2, 3, or none if you're really rubbish.
Bring on the badges.
Okie dokie. Challenge number 1 is plating skills. What we've done is prepared a whole bunch of ingredients for you. You are at the pass of a busy kitchen and we have hungry diners waiting. So we're going to give you 3 minutes to plate up 1 portion of food. That must include duck, potato, beetroot and sauce. All the other garnishes and extras, up to you. Use as you please. Diners are waiting. Your time starts now.
Okay, well, first things first, I know exactly what I'm going to have to do with the duck, because that's going to have to be sliced.
All about confidence. That is a beautiful quenelle straight away. Looks, oh no, I'm dripping, right, come on. Some red beetroot-like mix with some shiso leaves.
Yep, this is what chefs do. They do something like that. Lay our duck down.
You've had a minute.
Right, I'm just going to cut the duck. Just cut the duck, Mike. Wow, 3 minutes isn't long.
It's probably quite generous in an actual restaurant, but obviously in an actual restaurant you'd know what's in front of you, so there's a bit of guesswork and working out as you go here.
Oh, that might be beetroot as well. No. Oh, that's a jus. Okay, some sort of gravy things going on here.
You've had half your time.
Oh no! Pickled onions on top of our potato.
A little bit of crunch in there as well.
Let's just start trying to build some height. I'm going to pop on a parsnip. Put my duck like that.
And carrots. Because carrots are
yes, food has got to look good, but it's also got to get out to the diners before it gets cold.
A couple of these things, which I assume, I should check. Roasted parsnips, cool. A bit more spinach.
You've got all 4 elements on there. 50 seconds remaining. Happy?
Yes.
With time to spare.
Okay, okay. Oh no, potato.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Service, please. You may leave the kitchen.
Ah, it's annoying.
Jay, reveal your efforts to the boys.
I can't wait for this.
Come on.
Mate!
Oh, yeah.
What is that? That is amazing.
I don't know what that is.
Importantly, you put all 4 necessary components on the plate. What we liked was the way the duck was sliced, nice and even. It kind of arcs round, matching the plate. Haven't overfilled quite a large plate, it's kind of centred, and the sauce has been scattered. You've added a pickle element to balance it out through the acidity, and you've got crunch. Good effort. Barry, you're up.
Oh!
It's quite smeary, isn't it?
A good choice of plate with a wide rim, we quite like that. We like the fact that you're dressing half the plate and leaving plenty of space. Probably the strongest choice of cutting duck. Not only does it look good like that, but also it holds its heat better than slicing individually. You started with the crispy elements and you put them on the bottom and then covered them with stuff. And we were a little bit confused by taking something as beautiful as a potato fondant and slicing it in half, opening it up. A few smears, but otherwise, very artistic.
Can you imagine if you and I get a badge for creativity around plating food and Barry doesn't?
Jay, we both know that I don't do badges. So.
Well, let's see, Mike. Rotate, it's your turn.
Ooh, nice.
I think you put stuff on the plate that you'd want to eat, and what you did was a good amount of sauce on the base. We like the fact that, again, the duck has been carved. The components, you've got some fresh greenery, you have got the components you need, plus some texture. 2 fondants, like that, maybe a little odd.
Hey, you get good value for money at my restaurant, Evers.
But pretty wholesome. Mike, Jamie, you tasted as you went along. You knew what you were plating. Barry was a bit more guesswork. That said, some of you plated things you didn't know what you were plating, having tasted them. We've discussed with the food team. The only one we would send out into the restaurant is Jamie's. Which I honestly never thought I would say.
You don't have to give out badges. If no one here deserves one, it's fine, just don't give them out at all. Don't give it out because you have to.
Ebbers, the knife and fork excites me, the pen and paper less so. What's next?
Challenge number 2 is the menu writing skill. A chef has an arsenal of tools available to them to create menus, and words are one of those. So imagine yourself in a restaurant. We want you to eat the plate of food you've just prepared and then play the role of head waiter and describe to diners exactly what a dish is. On the menu, it's simple enough, but this is the expanded description. We want key flavours, general feel of the dish, and emotive language that makes me want to order it. We're going to give you 10 minutes to tuck in, but then we want you to pitch your plate to our diners at home. And your time starts now.
Is it rainbow carrots? What are they called? They're not called rainbow carrots, rainbow carrots. What is in that sauce? It's delicious. I can't tell if I'm tasting the hand sanitizer on my hand, that's a problem.
We did give you cutlery. Oh, what's your brown smudge?
Of the earth, that one. Better than saying mushroom, because it might not be mushroom.
You've had a quarter of your time.
Oh, is that on the top?
This is very different to any challenge we've ever done on Sorted, but I think we all fall into the trap of using the same descriptors time and time again. Umami, flavour. What is flavour?
Oh, that's a great word.
Oh, wow, delicious. It's almost seaweedy. Of the sea.
Well, we know for sure that's got fennel. It's cooked pink, which people will care about if they're in a restaurant.
Last 60 seconds, how are you feeling? Obviously, this is the first
Not time to talk. Ah, what's the word? What's the word?
Umami? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You may now leave the kitchen. Leave the paper. No swatting up.
I'm guessing you've just drawn a picture, have you?
I should just describe the picture.
So I'm interested in the duck dish. Could you tell me a bit more about it?
I'm so glad you asked. It's a moist and succulent roasted duck breast, flavoured with fennel and aniseed, served on a vibrant, tangy and earthy beetroot puree. It's also accompanied by a luxurious, buttery fondant potato, slow roasted sweet rainbow carrots, and it's topped off with parsnip crisps, sharp pickled onions and a deep, rich pan sauce.
Barry, Your turn.
This is a striking duck dish. It's a fragrant blush breast seasoned with fennel and aniseed, pan-fried to perfection. That is then served on top of a rich and clean beetroot puree, also accompanied with an earthy mushroom cream. To lift the dish, we've also delicately layered some pickled red onions and some perfectly crisp kale leaves.
Sounds yummy.
So this is a rich, buttery, earthy dish offset by a tangy sauce. It's pan-fried duck breast with a crispy skin and fennel crumb on a bed of red wine and beetroot jus. There is a side of cabbage cooked in garlic and sea salt, buttery fondant potatoes, soft but with a slight bite, pan-fried heritage carrots in butter, topped with crisp potato swirls.
Some really interesting descriptors all round.
Were any of them true?
Oh yeah.
Again, this is very subjective, but for me, Jay, that sounds delicious. A few things that surprised me. The parsnip crisps.
Yeah.
Because I think you put artichoke crisps on yours.
Did I?
Damn it. I love the fact that you identified the slight tang in the beetroot puree. The sumac was in there, that's giving it a tang. You picked that out. I like that. Not entirely sure where you got pickled onions from.
What were they then?
It says candy beetroot.
It's nice to keep diners guessing.
Overall, yummy. I want to eat it. Barry, big fan of the performance. Lots of language striking, the kind of words you want that are very inviting. Key flavours are all there. Again, some surprises. Mushroom puree was an artichoke puree.
That was I did think that.
But overall, pretty good. The crispy bits wasn't kale, it was turnip tops.
How did you not get that?
But again, you picked out key cooking methods, and as a diner, I don't think there's anything that would surprise me unless I had a nut allergy. You didn't mention the fact you'd scattered it in hazelnuts. Last but not least, Mike, again, lots of good descriptions. I think I got more of a feel for your dish. You also had some hidden ingredients that you couldn't quite identify. The turnip tops, not crispy, but yours were wilted. You missed the artichoke, which was pan-fried and buttered that you had on a plate. You kind of thought that was parsnip. But again, overall, pretty good. I think I'd have been impressed enough to have ordered all of them. So on that base, a badge each. Yay! However, it comes with a caveat that we must continue expanding our vocab throughout the year and trying to describe food as best we can and picking out flavours, because I think it's such a core skill. Challenge number 3 is the improvisation skill. Chefs are on their feet all day long, and it is crucial that they are fueled enough. And actually, the team meal is a critical part, and it's very common for one chef to be left in charge of creating a meal from yesterday's leftovers to feed the whole brigade ahead of service. We don't need you to feed the whole brigade, but we would like you to create one plate of food from a selection of leftovers. You can raid the store cupboards of our usual spices and herbs and vinegars, etc., etc., but focus on the leftovers that won't be much good tomorrow.
It's basically pass it on, but on my own.
Your 30 minutes starts now.
Okay, I think I'm going to go for comfort food, beetroot mac and cheese.
I have to embrace the colour from this.
Beetroot and sumac puree.
Beetroot orzo, love beetroot orzo. Should I serve meat with this?
Do you know what? If it's there, it's a bit of a luxury for those that want it.
Cold pan, skin side down. In the pan we need some olive oil. And my diced onions. Okay, you want to get those?
Okay, I went to the dry store and I found some egg noodles, and I'm thinking I'm going to do ramen burgers with egg noodles as the buns and some sort of hoisin duck in the middle. So I'm going to start by spilling water everywhere.
So straight off the bat, Jamie is thinking comfort food, mac and cheese. He's melting the butter for his roux, he's grating the cheese, and he's getting water on for the pasta.
I can start to sprinkle in milk. That's what you do with milk, isn't it? You sprinkle it. I think I'm going to cut up some of the roasted carrots and put that through the sauce as well, so we get a bit of veg in there.
You've had 10 minutes.
Go in with my cheese. I've got a mixture of cheddar and parmesan. I've absolutely no idea if that was enough cheese, too much cheese, or just the right amount.
Thinking also, I'm going to bake my feta in some honey.
Right, let's spunk this up. Some beetroot puree. Pasta water is boiling. Let's go into some mac.
Jay, you're coming up to halfway through.
Oregano, in with my onions, tiny bit of sugar in with my onions.
Mike started his time by cracking and seasoning an egg and preheating some pan water for the noodles and a dry pan for the duck breast. I think he has a plan.
Just going to take the stalks off of this cabbage. Maybe I'll just cut it into strips. No, don't you do that.
So Jamie's happy with his pasta. He's added peas to that water. He's got the sauce ready. And now he's thinking, what else can he treat the brigade with?
We did a quick pickle recipe in a video a while back, which was from CBA2, the cookbook. It was the mushroom tacos.
It's all those kind of cheats and hacks from Can't Be Asked to Cook and the Meal Packs app for midweek cooking. That's the kind of thing that has a role here. 9 minutes remaining.
Take some of our leftover cucumber ribbons, give them a bit of a tang. Got some white balsamic. I want these to pickle a little bit, but I do want to be a little bit sweeter, so I might go with a little bit of sugar in with those as well.
Barry's stirring the orzo into those softened, sweetened onions, and then a splash of wine. And next up, stock cube and stock. That's going to cook the orzo all in one pan.
Oh, that smells good.
So I'm going to drain my noodles. And now I'm going to run these down under cold water because otherwise they're going to scramble my eggs.
Artichokes, right?
Absolutely delicious. They've kind of got that new potato feel, but the taste is phenomenal.
Some walnuts.
This duck has finished cooking and searing on one side, and now he's going to pop it in the oven.
Let's have a look at this duck. Hello.
Mike's drained and cooled his noodles and then tossed them through the egg mixture, and now he's frying them off in rings to create the burger buns.
Everything's good. We're good. We're good. In with my rainbow carrots into my sauce. Oh yeah. Mix up. Oh, look at that. It could all come crashing down now, obviously, but I'm feeling all right. I'm feeling okay.
He's going to cover it in breadcrumbs and cheese, and it's going to go under the grill.
Duck fat orzo. What chef's doing it? Naughty.
6 minutes remaining.
This is the risky business. I'm going to go in with a bit of this at a time. See how red we want to go. Lovely looking thyme here as well.
So Mike's got his duck resting now. He's flipped his noodle buns and he's beginning to saute off some cabbage with some sesame seeds.
I feel like it's going okay. I don't know what your internal dialogue is telling you, but that's mine.
So I'm just really going to leave that to do its thing and then just strain it off kind of last minute, but leave a little bit of the pickling juice there.
3 minutes remaining.
Let's get into the duck.
Oh, lovely jubbly.
Got my serving board. Yep, they're looking good to me, so they can come out. Yeah! I caught it.
Not sure you could serve that to a dinner guest, but if you tell the brigade you threw it on the floor, then it's up to them whether they want to eat it.
This dish is called Oops, I Dropped the Duck Ramen Burger, Ebbers.
Oops, I ducked it up again.
Hoisin.
4 minutes remaining.
On the bottom.
Done.
You still had 10% of your time left.
Yeah, but now I can go and do more important jobs.
Off you go then. Last 45 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grubs up.
It's handheld. Bosh. Nail it. Crack on with the day.
I have left quite a few hobs on. I apologise.
Jay, lift your cloche.
Ooh.
Boys, I have made a beetroot mac and cheese with a quick pickle.
So yes, I'm judging creativity, but creativity within the brief.
So because you got the presentation badge in the first one, did you not bother this time round?
Yeah, you can lose badges, right, Ebbers?
That is exactly as I expected it to be. It is comforting, it is tasty, it is well seasoned, it's a good cheese sauce, it's got a good crunch. In a creativity challenge, how creative. Rotate, show the boys what you made.
This is a beetroot orzo with artichoke, honey glazed feta, served with a side of duck breast. That's pretty damn good.
Is there a back yourself badge? Because I think someone's just earned it.
I just want to ask, Mike, after taking the mickey out of my beetroot mac and cheese, did Barry make beetroot pasta?
So creative that 2 of you out of 3 did it.
Well,
That's all I'm saying, Evers. All I'm saying.
Immediately, more fancy than I was anticipating for the brief of kind of a team staff meal, perhaps compensating for the lack of creativity in Challenge 1.
exactly that.
Technically, again, very well executed, transformed into something completely different. And last but not least, Mike, what you got?
A hoisin duck ramen burger.
Oh, mate.
I did not expect that.
Wow.
Excuse me, this is going to be messy to eat. I think if you serve that up to a kitchen full of chefs, they would be thanking you for weeks, because that is very, very impressive, balanced, considering how much fat there is in that. The pickle helps, the use of the pickle that was left, the use of the duck, that's quite clever, as well as creative. And whilst all 3 were delicious...
No.
Oh, my head's going to fall off, Evers. Finish the sentence.
For me, this is so far out of the box that I hadn't even seen it coming. And therefore, Mike gets a badge, as does Barry, for a creative use of flavours that I wouldn't have put together. A baked feta with artichoke and walnut and beetroot. Delicious. 2 badges.
Oh, you! I'm so relieved right now.
Jamie, yours was also delicious, but perhaps a bit predictable.
This is so bad for my heart.
Another great start, huge creativity. Let us know what you think. And we're just beginning to build out this Ultimate Chef Skills Challenge. So let us know what other badges they should be competing for and what challenges we should set them to achieve them. Comment down below or let us know on Twitter with the hashtag #SortedChefSkills.